Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for...
It's the Giz Fiz with the Giz Whiz. It's kind of like Cheese Whiz. It's the Giz Fiz. And now your host, mathematics writer and the Giz Whiz, Dick DeBartolo.
Excellent. Help. Help, I have to do the Giz Fiz. Bring me back out. Bring me back out. Perfect, Alex. That was perfect.
I cut it just a little too short at the top.
Yes, that's all right. That's good. If you didn't watch that, if you weren't on Giz Fiz last week, that was my only appearance on the Tonight Show the week that Gene Rayburn filled in for Johnny Carson. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that Rayburn also did Broadway. He filled in for Dick Van Dyke and did several weeks of Bye Bye Birdie. So there you are. Bum bum. Yes, that was a young Dickie D. You missed that, old Barry. It's GizFizVideos.com. Okay, and you can find it there. All right, welcome to who is that? Ken's Note. Thank you. You're watching GizFiz PM.
All right, Masao, nice to see you.
Threw me off.
Where are you staying?
Sorry, what were you saying?
You're watching GizFiz PM, the show that teaches students of television the art of timing. Okay. So, G. Scott, do you still want to be chat room celebrity of the week? So this is the deal. As Beatmaster pointed out, G. Scott has been on before we had a video component. So I do believe we have never seen G. Scott. So if you want to send Alex at twit.tv, your Skype info, Beatmaster, wait, I'm looking. Beatmaster says, looks like Kara already surpassed the Flowmaster. Oh, and flushing noises. Okay. Okay, G. Scott says yes. So email Alex your Skype info. And then I have, before we do George's questions, George sent me this. Dickie D, before you do questions, read these 3 items to the chat room. Number 1, add this to my email address I gave last week. What is this? Is this G. Scott? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. IRS said you didn't pay your taxes. Just kidding. So George Davis's email is iamfactman@yahoo.com. So if you weren't here last week again, George Davis has an idea for a new game where you have to make up a realistic sounding lie in 20 words or less. And then we're going to read the lies on an upcoming Giz Fiz and award someone an autograph mad in one of those now 38-year-old Alfred E. Newman pictures. So if you want to make up a lie, so it could be about anything. I guess it could be a lie. I guess it's kind of like a different way to do true or false. You could make up a lie about a building, a lie about a person, a lie about yourself. And then we will judge the best sounding lie. Beef Team says, I can lie in 5 words or less. All right. So you email George Davis at iamfactman@yahoo.com. Put the word game in the subject line so it doesn't go to spam. And be sure to include your name or your chat room name or a way to identify you. Okay? So those are the 3 requests from George Davis. I am factman@yahoo.com. If you repeat a lie more than 5 times, doesn't it become believable? Could be. Well, don't tell us you're the worst liar already, URL Wallace. No, it's Factman. My pronunciation is terrible. Factman. I am Factman. I am fact, F-A-C-T, man, @yahoo.com. Okay, so now we're going to do true or false.
Oh, also, Dick, I have some videos to show later, too, if we have time.
Oh, I think we will. Yeah. Are these John's videos?
Oh, there's John's videos, but it's also today was the annual Butter and Eggs Day parade in Petaluma.
Oh.
So I grabbed some B-roll of that earlier today. If you would
great.
like to watch
Oh, this is perfect.
See how quaint it is.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I've never gotten out there for that. This is an exciting show. This is going to be above average, which is not saying much. But, all right. So, true or false? Oh, wait a minute. I have something. George, I didn't realize that you gave us. All right. Everything I said holds true, but George has given us what the lie should be about. Okay. So what I said before could be a future game, but it's not this game. So he says we're going to start game 1 with a realistic sounding lie for a family that spends a week at a lake cabin. Okay, not quite sure. Send a realistic sounding lie for a family that spends a week at a lake cabin. So, George, I'm just going to talk in here because I'm not quite sure I understand this. All right, so you took the family. You went away for a week. You had no permission from anybody to do that. And someone says, where were you and the family last week? And you say, in 20 words or less, something convincing to cover that week. All right? All right, there you go. All right, true or false? To make just one orbit in the Milky Way galaxy of all planets, it takes 240 million years to make just one orbit in the Milky Way galaxy of all our planets. It takes 240 million years. True or false? And then we're gonna time it. Do you have a stopwatch, Alex?
I'm sure I do.
All right. Well, when we get the answers, we'll put the stopwatch on the screen, and we'll see if it actually does take 240 million years. You may have to wind it from time to time. All right, so false. False, it takes longer, says Becky. Beef Team says it's true, but Congress is introducing legislation to shorten it. False, because there was no speed defined, says Jabra. Captain J says, Milky Way. Davey says, I don't get it. False. Zip Dog. False. False. It should be longer. False. Much. Wow. There are a large number of people in the chat room who actually have valid answers. False. I know for a fact Mars makes tons of Milky Ways in just one day. That's a good answer. Rufus says the same time as making deposit at my bank. G. Scott says start a timer. 240 million. It's more like 450 million. Wow. All right, Alex, we're going to ask you. And is Kara there?
Kara is not.
Kara is not. Okay. To make one orbit in the Milky Way galaxy of all our planets, it takes 240 million years. True or false?
I'll say false.
You think it's longer too?
I think so.
The answer, it is true. True. Unbelievable. Most people thought it took longer. Question 2. Oh, this is going to be good. The very first YouTube video was created in April 2005 by its co-founder, Jord Karim. The very first YouTube video was created in April 2005 by its co-founder, Jord Karim, Jawed Karim, Karim. And I assume when it says by its co-founder, the co-founder of YouTube. The very first YouTube video. Boy, that's only like 11 years ago. I don't know. True. True. And it was Tugboat Willie, says Long Dog. Jim Tez says, sounds about right. I'll say true. True. Hi, Myra. Myra, okay. False. True. So One Stir said false. It was the sneeze. False. Someone else did it. False. It was an ad. It was a cat video. That's funny. Oh, that's very funny. Several people said true. And it was a cat video. True. And it has 35 hits. False. It was a cat video by me. Hi, Myra. It was elephants. It was his dinner. All right. It was the first day. Oh, remember the dancing baby? Oh, my God. That video was the first, I think. Wasn't that like the first viral video? Okay, Alex. The very first YouTube video was created in April 2005 by its co-founder, Jord or Jawed Karim. Jawed Karim. True or false?
True.
All right. First YouTube video was true. Oh, it is true. And now 11 years later, there are 6,000 total years of viewing videos. So if you wanted to watch all the videos on YouTube, it would take more than 6,000 years because every day, what it is, something like 55,000 more videos are uploaded. Okay. Question 3 from George Davis. World speed reader Annie Jones read all 607 pages of the last Harry Potter book in 1 hour and 9 minutes. True or false? World speed reader Annie Jones read all 607 pages of the last Harry Potter book in 1 hour and 9 minutes. I can read fast too, but I can't remember anything, slow-mo. False, false, false. Stren says, I just skipped to the last page. No, he would have fallen asleep. False, she read War and Peace in that time. False, she had to stop a little while because she pulled an eye ligament. That's very funny. Travis, that's very funny. He studied under Evelyn Wood. It's true. I flipped through the pages once. Does that count? That's not reading. That's racing. False, more like 55 minutes. True, and that was one eye tied behind his back. Or her back. It's Annie. True, she read Mad Magazine that was hidden in the pages of the book. All right, Alex. World speed reader Annie Jones read all 607 pages of the last Harry Potter book in 1 hour and 9 minutes. True or false?
False.
False. Okay. Any particular reason?
No.
No. Okay. Just a whim, a guess. Okay. The answer is false. Annie did it in 47 minutes. And I think he told you, Bill Gaines, the founder of MAD, took the Evelyn Wood speed reading course. Bill called me and he said, well, let's take the speed reading course. And I said, why? Why would we want to do that? And he said, well, you may want to do it, but I want to do it, and I don't want to do it alone. So I'll pay for your course. And he said, and I don't know if the Evelyn Wood thing is still around. If you fail the final test and your reading with comprehension is not 3 times faster, you get your money back. And I said, oh, let's do it. What the hell? And there were some interesting things, like in one of the first things you read is you read a paragraph and you read it very fast. And then they go down line by line and you realized like 50 words were missing. But because you're reading fast, your mind actually fills in the words. And so that, I thought that was interesting, is that you can actually, if you're speed reading, read a paragraph and your brain fills in a lot of the missing words. So that part was interesting. But then later on, I was taking the test after one of the, we read a exercising class. And after the class was over, I said to Bill, do you know what? You can get 100% on this test without reading anything. And he said, well, how could that be? And I said, because the wrong questions make no sense. And the example that I gave was when Dick, so this is, I'm paraphrasing. When Dick came home from work, his dog was at the door, A, wagging its tail, B, smoking a cigar, C, watching Cat on a Hot Tin Roof on TV. Well, the dog is home wagging the tail. So anyway, Bill said, oh, that's interesting. He said, from now on, for the rest of the class, we don't guess at anything. If we specifically read that the dog wagged its tail, and we remember reading that, we give that as the answer. If we didn't read it, we'll skip, we'll put down no answer. And we both failed the course. And Bill got his money back. But we had a lot of laughs. What kind of a cigar? Okay. Question 4 of 5. Sand and dust is blown by the wind from the Sahara Desert all the way to the Amazon area, where it is fertilizing the rainforest. So this is not the Amazon.com, obviously, another Amazon. Sand and dust blown by the wind from the Sahara Desert blows all the way to the Amazon, where it fertilizes the rainforest. You know, sand and dust are fertilizer? False. It gets caught by the subcontinent India. They use giant movie set fans. False. Sand is not fertilized. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Beef Team. Sand is not. Yeah, okay. We're all in agreement here. Amazon and sand don't go together. All right. All right. So we're getting mostly false. Alex, sand and dust blown by the wind from the Sahara Desert goes all the way to the Amazon area where it is fertilizing the rainforest. True or false?
False.
False. Okay. Oh, you have an article to show us here?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay.
1 second.
All right. We'll the article will probably be our answer. So we'll just wait till Alex finds that email from George Davis.
Got it.
And we'll have, okay. And here is the answer. African dust keeps Amazon blooming. Plumes of dust that cross the Atlantic are richer in nutrients than previously thought. Dust from one of the most desolate places is providing essential fertilizer for one of the most lush. Scientists have discovered significant amounts of plant nutrients have been found atmospheric mineral dust. All right. All right. So we're all wrong. All right, here we go. All right, so it was true, as you saw. It's from camel poop, weave says. Zip Dog said, read it fast. I failed the course. Zip Dog, I can't read it any faster. I call it phooey. All right. Final question, true and false from George. The total cable length used in, Golden Gate Bridge. Alex is a big bridge fan. The total cable length used in making the Golden Gate Bridge are long enough to circle Earth 2.5 times. The total cable length of the cables used to make the Golden Gate Bridge are long enough to circle the Earth 2.5 times. All right, so far we're getting more true. And Radio Rod says, no way. Billy says 2.75 time. And we do have someone, Alex, actually, is close enough to the bridge to.
Let me go count.
I was just going to say, yeah. So you can stop the 2.5 billion year timer and go. I'll guess it's true. Oh, now it's going false. All right. Well, Alex, as the bridge expert, will tell us his expert guess. Total cable length used to make the Golden Gate Bridge long enough to circle the Earth 2.5 times. And your answer, Alex, is?
Gonna guess true.
Okay. Going to get, for a bridge expert, I expected more than that. The answer is false. The cable used to make the Golden Gate Bridge is enough to circle the Earth more than 3.5 times. George Davis signs off by saying, chat room, I'll be waiting for your made-up lie answers in our new game. Okay, 20 words or less, an excuse to explain why you and the family were out of town for a week. And let me just read the first part again. Send it to I am fact man, F-A-C-T, I am fact man at yahoo.com, and put game in the subject line. Thank you, George.
So,
all right, should we do? Go ahead.
Just was something about the cable thing. So you know, the big cables on the bridge are made up of really narrow, thin.
Yes.
There's
each cable, right?
But I think it's just one continuous cable that's just wrapped around and around and around, or each cable is the left and the right one of the bridge. I think it's only one that just goes back and forth over and over again, all connected together.
Wait, say that again.
So sorry. So like in the bridge here, you got you got these two big cables.
Right.
I think
each of them is.
I think each of them is made up of one continuous strand of small cable.
Oh.
Just going back and forth over and over again until it fills up the diameter.
Oh, okay. But if you cut it through, it would look like it does at the bottom of the screen.
Right. But I think that's one continuous cable that just goes to one end to the other back and forth over and over again and just wrapped around an anchor on each side.
Oh, okay.
Rather than them all being just individual length cables of just the bridge length.
Oh.
So that's where the question makes sense, or the answer.
Oh, okay.
I think.
All right. Interesting. And when you showed that picture of the cables, I had a friend who worked for the phone company, and he was saying, we finally got color-coded cables. And I said, well, color-coded cables for what? And he said, well, in the streets, you see those great big phone cables? He said, for years, they were not color-coded. And when we would install a huge long cable, the first 4 or 5 days was spent with people at each end trying to identify by hooking a phone or something through each cable until they could get a signal through a cable, and then they would mark it. So that he said, now with it color-coded, we just say, oh, yeah, hook it up to the beige cable at your end, and I'll hook it up to the beige cable at this end. I know.
So everyone in the chat room is saying I'm wrong about that. So that could very well be. But
okay. The bridge man, I don't know, Alex. Now I'm not going to feel quite so safe when you drive me over the bridge, because I thought you knew. I thought you knew it all.
The anchorage here. Where these cables get anchored in, because they loop around the anchorage. I know. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Wait a minute.
So you can see this isn't the Golden Gate Bridge. I think this is in New York. But each little bundle of the cable that gets spread out wraps around and then travels all the way back. And I thought it was just one continuous traveling back and forth over and over again. But maybe it's wrong. I don't know.
All right. Well, your way almost sounds like it would be stronger.
Yes. I should be an engineer with absolutely no actual knowledge of this stuff.
I think you should. Yeah. Let's have Alex build a bridge to the next. Do you need to go across a bridge to get to the new whatever the place is going to be called, the new brick shopping center?
Yeah. We can make that happen.
We can make that happen. Okay.
Just have to dig a moat.
Dig a moat. There you go. Build a bridge and get over it. All right.
Okay. And someone in the chat room saying, nope, this is the anchorage. Yes, that is the anchorage. But the cables that are running down, the bundles of the strands of cables are looping around the anchorage or around the thing and then back over to the other side.
Yeah, that would make it all. Well, here we go. You see that? Can you go to that slow-mo link? Just don't burn your bridges. Oh, next week, Jack M, we will do a Yearn to Learn. We have an Alex video, we have a John video, and we have a quickie chat room celebrity of the week.
So I couldn't click on the. I don't have the thing open. I couldn't click on the link, but I did find this. So this is the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh,
anchorage.
okay.
So you can see the cable opens up and spreads out, and then the bundles loop around, and then they go back the other way. So I thought that it's only one loop of cable, or one continuous strand of cable that just loops back and forth from side to side over and over again. But maybe each of these bundles are individual smaller loops or something. I don't know.
I think that would make more sense. But they're longer than I would have thought. So in reality, there are strands that go over and back and over and back and over and back, and it's all one piece.
Right.
All right. So now I'm back to I will cross the bridge. I'm not afraid anymore. All right. So we're going to do a couple of match game questions, and then we'll talk to G. Scott, and then we're going to do some videos. We're going to do Butter and Eggs Parade. And then John, Jammer B, has a video of a railroad curve that is very famous. And we can talk about that. Okay, the Sheik said, with 50 wives, I have to buy blank by the barrel. The Sheik said, with 50 wives, I have to buy blank by the barrel. Remember, right, Big? Which let me write do an answer to. Oh, I don't want to write on a real match game question. I have to buy. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's very funny. Earplugs, Viagra. Oh, toilet paper is excellent. Burkas. Oh, that's funny. Oh, attorneys, lawyers, duct tape, earplugs. Oh my God, sunblock. All right. Alex, the Sheik said with 50 wives, I have to buy blank by the barrel. And you said?
Sorry, I missed the question the first time, so now I'm having to think of it from scratch.
Oh, you can just make it up. You don't have to write it. You can just say it. With 50 wives, I have to buy blank by the barrel.
Sorry, brain fart. I don't know.
Okay. I said I didn't match anybody. I said I have to buy makeup by the barrel. Well, we could match oil of Olay, earplugs, tampons, condoms. This is the chat room we know and love. Burkas. There was a very funny one earlier. I forgot what it was. That's what I said, Dick. Oh, you did Radio Rod? Okay, makeup. Oh, Brian W. All right. Then it was not such a terrible answer. Loke says, I was keeping it clean, and look what I got for that. Okay. Harriet said to her husband, you have some nerve telling my mother you need one of her donuts so you can use it as a blank. Harriet said to her husband, you had some nerve telling my mother you'd like one of her donuts so you could use it as a blank. Don't forget to write your answer, Alex. Doorstop is good. Oh, a lot of doorstops. Hockey puck, that's good. Roller skate wheel, that's good. Gazelle saddle. Now, why didn't I think of that? Paperweight is excellent. Spare tire. Oh, I guess that works. Monocle. A hammer. Okay, Alex. Harriet said to her husband, you had some nerve telling my mother you'd like to use one of her donuts as a Seat cushion. Oh, okay. I matched several in the chat room. So did you, Alex, actually. I said as an anchor, hockey puck,
A life preserver would have been good too.
life preserver. Oh, but I think that the donut would weigh tons. And so anyway, okay. Do we have G. Scott on the line?
No, I was going to ask about that. So he sent me a thing, but then when I started typing his name, I had another thing in the Skype already from how many weeks ago that it was tried before that was different, and so I don't know which one I'm supposed to call.
Okay, so G. Scott, can you...
Should I call the account that you tried last time, or should I try the new one that was emailed to me?
Wait a minute. Didn't G. Scott send you his contact info?
Yes, but there was a different one that was used a few weeks ago when we tried him or something.
Oh, well, what I would assume...
says he's on a new one. Okay.
I was going to say the one that he's at now would be the one that he just sent in.
Except now he's calling on the old one. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
This is why I asked, but we got it figured out.
Okay.
And he's on the line.
Wait fine. Didn't G. Scott send you his contact?
And G. Scott, can you close the stream? But
close that
one was used a few weeks ago when we tried him or something. We're hearing ourselves back with a nice delay. Austin says he's on a new one. Okay.
I was going to say the one that he's at now would be the one that he just sent in.
Except now close the stream window.
Okay.
This is why I asked, but we got it figured out.
Okay.
And he's on the line.
Fine. Didn't G. Scott send you his contact?
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me figure that out.
Hey, Scott, are you hearing this?
Close that one was used a few weeks ago.
There we go.
We tried him or something.
There
we go.
Oh,
and
my God.
Now I see myself small in the bottom.
And that's where you'll remain. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome G. Scott. So Scott, you were on once or twice before?
Twice before, once in Minnesota, once in California. Then I was in the studio.
Okay. Are you on the lam or you just
soon to be? Yep.
Soon to be on. Okay. But you've never been on video, right?
I think I've been on video, yeah.
Well, we're sick and tired of you. Anyway.
Yeah. You told me I look like your old boss.
Oh, you're absolutely right. William M. Gaines. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. Alex, maybe you could find okay, he's on it. All right, so G. Scott, tell us what's happened since we spoke to you last.
Oh,
go ahead.
Quite a bit. We've been traveling back and forth, Minnesota to California every year, and been down to see Leo a couple of times and upgraded.
And is this for business or why do you travel back and forth?
I work in Minnesota in the summer and ski in California in the winter.
Oh, okay. And what do you do for the working part?
I'm a contractor. I put in septic systems and do, residential like commercial construction.
Okay. Are you a good contractor or are you one of those contractors that people loathe?
No, I try to hit the mark. I'm in demand and got a pretty good gig going up there.
Good. All right, good. Well, then you'll bring up the rep. There you go. There is William M. Gaines. Yeah. There you go. That's perfect. That is great. That is great.
I wish I had his sense of humor, of course, but
well, one of those shoddy contractors on sick. Oh, I'm going to veer off for 1 minute. Someone just mentioned 60 Minutes. In the current issue of Mad Magazine, I have the takeoff on the Lumber Liquidators apology letter. And I don't know if they ran this everywhere else, but there's a full-page USA Today Lumber Liquidators ad and a full-page Lumber Liquidators ad in the New York Times where it doesn't have the name of the company on it, only at the bottom in the small print, one of those things where it's like gray type on black. You can hardly see it. Does it say Lumbo Liquidators? I think I don't know how they assume people are going to know where to go for these bargains. Anyway, back to you, Scott. So you're a contractor, and so how many months off do you take?
We split time about 6 months on each end of our lives here.
Oh, my word. So 6 months is vacation, essentially?
Yes.
Wow.
Been doing this about 20 plus years now. I just kind of haphazardly fell into earthworks in Minnesota, and come November, there's no more dirt work being done, so I have to keep myself out of trouble.
Unbelievable. This is that's pretty much the same policy at Twit, isn't it, Alex?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, work 6 months and 6 months off. Yeah. You might mention this interview to Leo when you see him. Tell him that Scott thinks it's good for all employees.
It's a semi-retirement plan.
Oh, okay. Well, then when you really retire, you're going to be bored silly, right?
Yeah, well, I wasn't smart enough, though, to set up any retirement fund, so I'll work till I die, but if I can do it 6 months at a time, I'll be okay with that.
Okay. You know what? I know of no one who is retired. I think pretty much, at least in big cities, people have to work till they die just to keep paying the rent. In New York City, it's estimated that 55% of people who live in the city spend more than half their income just to pay their rent. So there's no retirement in the future for any of us. Let's see. All right. So chat room. Tell us again, Scott, are you married, kids?
Married, one daughter, one granddaughter.
Okay. And your daughter is a career of her own?
Yep. She's back in Minnesota there. And she's pretty much a homemaker. She's married to a chef, and he does pretty good. Minnesota cost of living, they can get by with the one income, and so she's got it going on that way.
Is he a good chef? Do you go there and have a lot of dinners?
Yep, very good.
Very good.
He works at one of the casinos up there, and he was in demand, and yeah, good eating.
Good eating. Okay. All right. So Scott, we'll take a couple questions from the. You can see the chat room.
Yeah, I got it over here on my other screen.
Okay. And Alex just put it up for you. All right. So a few questions for Scott. And then Scott, since it was years ago when you were on, GizWizBiz@AOL.com, and we'll send you the current MAD. Actually, the May issue just came out. We'll send you that. And another one of those pictures.
I try to get it on the gadget of the month, too. I've gotten that once.
Okay.
Zipdog asked, did I ever meet Prince? No, been out to Paisley Park. A friend of ours did lighting for Jeff Beck's Stevie Ray Vaughan tour, so we got to go out there and check out Paisley Park, but no, never met Prince. Minnesota? How's that, sir one? Sir one, sir? Minnesota? Yeah.
What are the abbreviations for Minnesota? Is it M-O? What is it? M-N, okay. Ever written a newspaper or other publication?
No, never. I don't write much. I write a lot of reports on soil and what kind of septic system someone might need. I've got a couple Hitachi excavators.
Oh, someone asked a question. It went by. How big is Paisley Park? That's an interesting question.
It's okay. So you walk in and there's like a front desk, looks like a 5-star hotel kind of entryway. You go down several halls. There's smaller studios and offices. There's a big studio. If you've been seeing the videos from, the news, the big, tall, square part is kind of a gymnasium-sized studio. killer soundproofing, and then smaller. So, it's church size, maybe, I guess you'd say. That big square area where the studio is probably 75 or 100 feet square.
Wow. Amazing. And did he live there? Were there living accommodations in that too?
He did have an apartment there, yeah.
Okay.
The theory being he could wake up and run down the hall to the studio, because he was pretty much constantly creative.
Oh, okay. All right, a couple more questions for Scott, and then we're going to do some videos.
Do I hate the Packers? No, we're Vikings fans, but then if they're not doing so good, we come out here, we can be Niners fans. Yeah, I don't hate anybody, but I suppose the Packers would be considered at least adversary. Am I related to Grizzly Adams? Actually, we've got a lot of bears up in Minnesota, and both my wife and I have petted and been kissed by black bears.
Wow. Well, wait a minute. Just like in the woods, you let a bear come up?
In our backyard. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, there you go. Another look-alike.
Yeah, I've always wanted, Ben, he was pretty cool there. So Grizzly Adams was a lucky guy.
Wow. Is it scary? How big is a bear that you've pet? What's the biggest bear that's like been within touching distance?
Oh, 500 pounds, I suppose. They're kind of like big chipmunks. And when they get used to you,
right. Are they like 3 feet high or they're not man-sized?
They're human sized. We got some pictures of them sitting at the picnic table with their elbows on the picnic table and sitting on the bench.
Wow.
Got some standing up to our barbecue grill.
Wow. Do you have any of them listening to the Giz Fiz?
No, they're probably still sleeping in Minnesota.
Oh, well, that would do it. Then they have listened to the Giz Fiz.
Yeah, out the window, out the back in the summer.
That'll put them to sleep. A final question for Scott. Oh yeah, URL Wallace is saying I like to watch them walk on 2 legs. Do they mostly walk on 4 legs?
They're mostly 4 legs. They kind of get up and maybe sumo wrestle on 2 legs, but yeah, by and large, they're on 4 legs.
And when they sumo wrestle other bears, right? Not the people.
Right.
We'll end with Beef Team's question. What's your favorite gadget, either of all time or now?
Boy, my favorite gadget. I would say, I'm kind of. I'm kind of into my new Surface Book. Is pretty nice. Doing my drawings and reports for work, and now the new Windows 10 anniversary upgrade. I'm really looking forward to the ink features on that. So at present, I'd say my new Surface Book.
Okay. Have you bought any equipment for your job that you thought was astounding? Like, is there anything that puts in the foundation for you automatically, or
some of the grading equipment is hooked up to GPS and laser transits, where you can do an awful good job with the higher tech stuff. For me, the first moving from rubber tire to tracked vehicles was a big move. But yeah, global positioning and laser leveling has really moved things forward in the construction industry.
Nice. It sounds great. You ever put the house in the wrong place and say, well, the batteries were low, and the GPS said?
No, I haven't. I've I've had a couple colleagues do that. A buddy of mine put his sister's house in 90 degrees from what she wanted, and her view is the back of his shed now instead of a really nice mountain.
Is he not correcting it? He's just leaving it that way?
He left it that way. I guess that's what you get working with family.
Oh, my God. You think he would buy a big screen TV so that she could at least look at the view that she wished she had, you know? He just could put a drop cam so she could have the view she wanted. Anyway, Scott, thank you so much for being Chat Room Celebrity of the Week.
Thanks a lot. Happy to be here.
Thank you so much. All right, that was great. That was great. All right, so now we're going to go to this is something that go ahead.
What are you going to throw to?
I was going to do butter and eggs.
Okay. So John just texted me saying hold off on his footage until we're desperate for content.
Okay.
And we need filler. So
okay.
So let's hold off on that one, and we can just show some parade.
Okay. Well, now, so Alex, we'll turn it over to you. I have not gotten out there.
I don't have to narrate this. We'll just have you. I just have.
Oh, okay.
I went
good.
downtown and I shot a few clips of various things going by.
The Butter and Eggs Parade is a landmark event in Petaluma. It is known blocks away from where it actually happens. And I've never seen video of it, but now, thanks to Alex, we're going to have a close-up personal look at Petaluma's Butter and Eggs Parade 2016.
I can't guarantee any of this is any good.
No, that's
see
okay.
The excitement going on.
Oh, my word. People in all kinds of weird and wacky costumes.
I don't remember what that group of people was.
Yeah, I don't know what there's Luma.com.
Or LumaCon.
LumaCon.
Apparently it's a Comic-Con kind of thing or some kind of con.
Oh, LumaCon.
But a small Petaluma one. I had no idea that was a thing.
Okay, and then Jolly Green Giantville, I guess they're from. And, they're giving away freebie stuff. Okay. And a man with a flag. Does Twit have a float in the Butter and Eggs Parade?
No, Leo talked about having one a couple of years ago, but never happened.
Okay. And evidently the flag. Wait a second. Anybody make out the flag?
I think it was a Jolly Roger.
Oh, a Jolly Roger. Okay. And here's a truck festooned in tinsel.
I think I skipped that one.
That's all right. Okay. And this is... it's Miss Butter. There's Miss Butter, and there's Miss Eggs. Do you know which is which?
I had no idea.
Okay. Miss Butter, I guess, is in the front, and Miss Eggs is in the back. Quite amazing. I understand the competition to be Miss Butter and Miss Eggs is fierce. Sometimes as many as 3 people want to be in the parade. And here comes... Wow,
Bradley Real Estate.
Bradley Real Estate, okay. It's the real estate boys. I wonder if they know G. Scott. Okay. Well, what video camera are you using?
It's just one of our cameras that we use here.
Okay.
It's not my phone. It's a good, nice quality camera.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just one of the cars from a studio, Sonoma County Veteran of the Year. Okay. Chat room, what year is that car from? As Singer said, this parade is really something.
That's something,
yeah,
right?
you think the Rose Bowl parade is something. You haven't seen anything till you've seen this. Well, now I don't feel so
Skip
bad
ahead
for
a
not
little bit
flying
here.
out
Let's
for
see
one of
what's
these.
Let's fast forward a bit.
Okay. Oh, this is a better speed. West Side
West Side Aqueducts.
Aqueduct. Okay. Yeah, the car's great. And
Apparently it's a restaurant. Cirque
Oh,
Francais
okay.
de Petaluma.
all right, French restaurant.
It's got authentic accordion. Let's see what's next.
Oh, the big stuff. This is the brick house truck. I can feel it.
That's the Lagunitas Brewing Company.
Oh, the Petaluma Musk Festival. Oh, that's the entire brick house audience on a tray. You should have just rolled them right into the studio. They could have watched screensavers.
The American Red Cross of First California, 117 years.
How long does the parade last?
I think it goes on for like an hour and a half or something.
Oh, my word. Well, with exciting things like this, I can see why.
As we welcome one of our media sponsors that helped get the word
The local newspaper, the Argus Courier.
The August Courier, I subscribe to that.
Oh, and there you go, the Citizen of the Year.
And there's only one.
Jeff's nickname is MacGyver. He's used his background in civil engineering to shape
The Sea Scouts, okay. They're very into this. That nautical military precision that you expect. And this is actually the Sea Scouts boat.
Sea Scouts help to create friendships and bonds that last a lifetime. Check out our Facebook page for more information on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Great group, Scouts, Sea Scouts, Boy Scouts.
All right, Boy Scouts, or Cub Scouts, I guess.
Is NBC TV.
Whoa!
And they celebrated.
What is that? Is that your local NBC station?
I guess so, but which is, I think, out of San Jose, I think is where they're based. So I'm not sure why they're up here.
Yeah, well, I guess they have the float and they don't know what to do with it most of the year. Welcome to San Francisco.
This is a pretty cool
Yeah.
float, though, with the helicopter and the bridge.
Yeah, that's the best.
All aboard Petaluma is making tracks to the
And a wind power turbine at the bottom of the helicopter.
Rancho Obi-Wan.
Very nice.
The galaxy's largest Star Wars collection is based right here in Petaluma. May the Force be with you.
So
Rancho
So if you didn't hear
Obi-Wan?
the announcement, so Rancho Obi-Wan is a Star Wars museum located in Petaluma, which apparently is one of the biggest in
Oh.
existence or something.
Whoa, look at this.
So they had an entry in the parade.
Wow, that's actually pretty good. I'm not quite sure about the people on the balance scooters. Oh, I like this little tram thing coming. I like that. Oh, I like that little car, little electric car.
25th anniversary here in 2016. You're going to notice these horses have a 4-beat gait that is world. The Peruvian Paso horse is used for trail riding.
Peruvian, did you get the rest of that? The Peruvian something horses.
Yeah, that's all I got too.
Okay. And what was the temperature today down there?
Oh, it was beautiful mid-70s.
Okay.
Warm in the sun, kind of cool in the shade.
And then we have
The guy who follows the horses
the guy who follows the horses. Okay.
with the bucket.
Okay, that's good.
Always a great contributor to our community. The folks at Henry Curtis Ford's Little Chicken Cow Contest.
Oh, and this is the cutest. So what they do every year is the cutest little chick in town, where little kids get I don't know. They pick the cutest of the kids. And, they do that before the parade, and then I guess they drive the stage down to display these.
So the
kids.
cutest little chick is going to be in there.
I assume so.
Oh, I guess it's the one with that. Oh, there, with the hat. No, is that the cutest chick in town with the hat?
I don't know.
I would move. Barnyard stage. Okay. Well, you still have a bookstore in town, Copperfield's Books. Sorry, friendly. Oh, it's G. Scott. Oh my gosh, he was chat room celebrity of the week, and now he's in the parade, going the wrong way. Oh, veterans over Vietnam veterans. That's great. And this is...
I think it's still the Vietnam veterans.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, G. Scott does get around. All right.
They're waiting for you.
So I remember, I guess 5 years ago now, when Chad first came to visit Petaluma with his mom to find a house when he was moving here. It was this weekend of the parade, and so his first glimpse of Petaluma was during the parade.
Wow.
And we had to explain to him that this is not this is not how it is every day.
Right. There's not the, yeah. Sally Moon says the GizFiz is sorry he lives in New York. You don't get this much excitement.
Yeah, you don't have any parades there.
No. Nothing of this quality.
Well, those kids are so happy on the float, too.
Yeah, I mean, we have the Macy's Day Parade, but this is real. This is quite some. Petaluma High School Automotive Engineering. I think that's not the place to go for your... Oh, and another ship. Another ship.
Absolutely no idea what this is.
The butterfly ship. Okay. Okay. Oh, here we go.
Here we have our representative from the Petaluma Historical Library and Museum. Their mission is to preserve the heritage of Petaluma, to protect its artifacts, and to provide educational and cultural services to our community.
If you haven't had a chance to go down to the historical library and museum, you owe it to yourself. There's 2 floors of the...
Oh, here we go. Now these are...
I have no idea.
The Precision. These are the Petaluma Rockettes. This is their tribute to Radio City Music Hall. Wow, this is a lot of people. They're about 20 times the butter and eggs. Good. Just in case people wondered what they were watching. Oh, here we go. Let's see what this is. Well, there's something. Oh, here it is. Star Studio. I didn't see it. Studio C, it looked like. Oh, this is their precision dance team.
This is the Petaluma Junior High School Marching Band.
Oh.
The band is led by drum major Sidney Simon and under the direction of Kevin Lebanon, who is award-winning
The award-winning band, I heard.
Petaluma Band marching band.
Were you in the band, Al? Were you in any of the festivities that ended up in the parade ever?
Never.
Never? Okay. But because you went to school there in Petaluma,
I did,
right?
yeah. But I was never in the band.
Wow. They're getting better and better as they go along. Oh, it's something for Dickie D.
Round of applause for the Petaluma Junior High marching band.
Wow. It looks exactly like a train.
Kids in band don't get in nearly as much trouble as kids who are not in band.
Clover Railways? Any idea what that is?
Oh, it's Clover Stornetta, which is a dairy farm. So you buy
okay.
Clover milk, and they just happen to have it themed as a train. There's Chloe, the mascot.
Oh, Chloe! I wondered what he looked like. Is there any? Are they getting any closer with the tracks? Last time I was up there, they had several work trains. Seem to be putting down tracks. I think they're trying to connect Petaluma back to...
Right. The Smart Rail, I believe, is going to be operational at the end of the year.
And where will it go?
It's not far enough.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's not going to go to San Francisco. Oh.
And that's the end of it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Ben Guy says, when do they pet the llama? Or Petaluma. A young Leo. What's up with the British guy? I have no idea. That was so funny. The Macy's Day Parade. That was a jolly good parade. Okay, so we'll do, let's see the time. We have 10 minutes.
Oh, and G. Scott just sent a picture.
Okay. Oh, my gosh. Wow. You know, is the bear eating something out of that bucket? It almost looks like there's a connection between the bucket and the bear's mouth, or is that grass in the back?
I think it's just grass in the back.
Grass in the back. Boy, I would be... All right. Although I did, I'll find the picture for next week, sitting next to a tiger. And actually, when I look at the picture, I thought, why did I do that? It was on a show called That's My Line. Not What's My Line, but That's My Line. It was an hour summer show in 1980 that Goodson Todman produced for prime time. And there was a guy who could tell how afraid he built a machine to tell you how afraid you were. And they asked me, would I do it on camera? And that they would bring a tiger out, and the tiger would put his head on my knee, and I would be hooked up to this thing. And I said, I'll do it. And I was a little apprehensive, only because things can go wrong. And I'll tell you how I know is back on What's My Line in the city, we had a lion tamer, and they had to guess his occupation, try to guess what his occupation was. And he had on a business suit, so it was hard to tell. And the payoff was that he would bring a lion out on stage and walk the lion down in front of the celebrities. And they had brought the lion in a huge metal cage, probably, I'll say 10 to 12 feet long. And there was once they got the lion out of the cage, there was really no good place to store the cage. So they decided to stand the cage straight up. And that way we take up a lot less room backstage, which they did. And during rehearsal, I don't know how it happened, But the guy was walking the lion around, and someone knocked the cage over. Well, this 10-foot high steel cage, when it hit the ground, the floor of 8H, same studio where Saturday Night Live comes from, that lion freaked out. And thank God there were two handlers. The lion was on a lead, but it took a lot to hold that lion down. Soupy Sales was freaking out. Soupy Sales is a big chicken, by the way. We flew to Atlantic City to do a show, and he was, every time he hit a bump, he was not a happy camper. Anyway, I'll find that picture. But all right, so we'll do a few. We'll wrap it up with logo military ranks. Military ranks. Oh, I get it. Every answer is something to do with military. The 64 personal computer maker. Military ranks. 64 personal computer maker. Was it Ted Cruz? Was it Sergeant at Arms? Admiral? You know what it is, right, Alex?
I do.
Okay. Commodore. Okay. Yeah, very good. Very good. The company that brings good things to life. The company that brings good things to life. Walmart. Do you know the answer to that?
Yes.
Okay. They might be a sponsor. They might have a, or the next people might have, we might be able to close with a commercial and actually make some money on this show. It is indeed not Private Electric, not Captain Electric. It is indeed Buck Private Electric. No, it is, yes, General Electric. Oh, Dennis, Charlie. We need Charlie.
Now fix any size toast to order. Thick or thin, long or short, even odd shapes in the General Electric toaster oven that toasts both sides at once, evenly, perfectly, and delivers the toast right into your hand automatically. The toaster oven bakes like an oven, too. Bake brown and serve rolls, frozen pies, baked potatoes, and even a delicious meatloaf on the special, easy-to-use oven tray. Set the temperature control as you would your oven. Top and bottom heating elements ensure perfect baking action. And the picture window lets you watch while you bake. There's even a special top browner for English muffins, hors d'oeuvres, or open-faced cheese sandwiches. Yes, perfect toast at a finger's touch, plus the baking convenience of an extra oven. Buy the General Electric toaster oven at your dealer tomorrow.
General Electric, they bring things to life. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our guest, the Charlie Bear dog. Charlie Bear. Hey, Charlie. Charlie, I wish you could hear your theme. Dum-bum-bum. Charlie Bear. Dum-bum-bum. Charlie. Charlie, look at the people. Look at the pussycat, Charlie. 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 Okay, Charlie. All right. Thank you, Dennis. Okay, Charlie the bear. All right, we have 2 minutes. There are 2 more questions. We'll do them. Ba-dum-bum-bum. A television appliance brand. Remember, we're thinking military ranks. Television brand. Corporal Charlie. A few of you have it. Charlie says, where's Myra? Warrant Officer Curtis Mathis. No. Major Westinghouse, no. But it is indeed Admiral. Okay. Our final question. A children's cereal. Pre-sweetened. Second hint. A pre-sweetened children's cereal. Not General Mills, but that's a good answer, actually. Commodore Crunch, no. Figures the most right answers are for the pre-sweetened cereal. It is indeed Captain Crunch. Why is it that geeky people like junk food? Dennis and I went to Tech Day at the Piers Thursday, and every single table had lollipops and gummy bears, and it was just a riot. Yeah, sugar, sugar, sugar. And then I never saw a press room that only had donuts and muffins, donuts and muffins. No food of any kind, just boxes and boxes of donuts. Oh, there you go. Dr. Movies has the answer, because it doesn't need cooking. No prep time. That's very funny. That's very funny. All right, chat room.
Dick,
yes.
Don't ask why I have this, but I happen to have this handy.
Okay. Oh, thank you. So this is the tiger. And I think the guy is just holding the tiger by its fur. You see him? And so I wish I had video of this, but I don't. And then the tiger came over, and the guy told the tiger, snuggle up, or whatever the command is, and the tiger put his hand on my leg with his teeth next to my arm. Okay. And I kept thinking in the back of my mind, I hope there's no big 10-foot high steel cage backstage that might accidentally fall and spook this lion, because he has all his teeth. Anyway, thank you, Alex. That was great that you found that. Yeah, he was a big guy. Radio Rod says, that's a big tiger. Oh, is there a leash on his ankle? Can you go back to that, Alex? I see a leash. No, I don't think it's on his ankle, but I think you're right.
I see a chain down there.
Yes, I think, you know what? The chain might go up. Maybe the other guy's holding the chain.
Maybe the guy's on the chain.
Yeah, there is a chain in that. I know the other guy was with the tiger. The tiger came with two friends. All right, chat room. Any questions? Oh, the show was That's My Line. It was not a takeoff. It was a different version of What's My Line. The people came on and told what they did, but it was people who had very unusual occupations. It was a summer show in 81 that ran on CBS for an hour in prime time. I forgot what night of the week it was. My drop cam, the drop cam on the boat is out. Verizon in New York is on strike. 40,000 people are out. So I didn't even bother calling them. But the drop cam on the boat is out. And the drop cam here, I forgot to turn it on. Any other questions? Maybe there's a choke around I don't think there was a choke around his neck, because I don't think they wanted him to look. I think they wanted him to look like he was not chained down. Oh, yeah. Thank you. KC8. Yeah, John Caldwell was a sweetheart. Oh, no, because Goodson Todman owned What's My Line, so it was easy for them to do that. That's My Line. They're both Goodson Todman productions. Why don't we have any Gazelle answers anymore? There were some Gazelle answers. You're entered into the comedy category if Chad paid the entry fee. Oh, okay. I'll chip in. What? Any idea what the entry fee is? Clarence a Cross-Eyed Lion? I have tons of crap, tons of junk. Yes, April 28th. Thank you. Beatmaster is so good at this. This Thursday, we are back live at our normal time. Chad is in his new home. So I sent Chad an email and I said, Chad, try to do a video of the inside and outside of your house. Chad has bought his own house in Dallas. Why was Goodson before Todman? I do not know. I do not know. This has been a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. And then when Bill Todman died, we spent like 4 hours in a meeting. What can we say that Johnny Olson can say so the rhythm is the same? We can't just say, this is a Mark Goodson production. Doesn't sound right. So it ended up with, this has been a Mark Goodson television production. So it was a little longer and sounded more like Goodson Todman. Thank you. There's the Patreon link. Chad and I produce it ourselves. We pay a producer, and everything we do, we pay for. No, he moved to Dallas. Thank God he didn't move to Houston because they've been underwater. Chad's Twitch Sugar Mama helps pay for it. Yeah, we want a video tour. If Chad can afford a house doing Minecraft videos, I'm in the wrong business. I think Chad has 3 million followers, doesn't he? Giz Fiz was a Todd man. Bye, Becky. I did not practice the Tonight Show fall. It was just do or die. I was pretty good at doing falls. I knew that we couldn't rehearse it because what if I got hurt in the rehearsal? I'd rather get hurt on the air. At least we'd have something. So I just said, I said, I'll come in. I'll get my foot stuck under here. I'll fall forward. And told Gene to try and slide his chair over a little further. I didn't want to hit my head on his chair. And that was it. It was as much fun as a colonoscopy. Nah, Chad didn't join the Cowboys. No, Chad, and Chad right now, I believe, is at PAX Boston, the Penny Arcade show. Gene said, the chair's going to break your fall. All right, anyway, so chat room, this has been GizFiz PM. Is a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman television production. It's also a Dick DeBartolo, Dennis Wonderland, Alex Gumpel, Kara Cole, Jammer B, Beef Team, Lawn Dog, West Beatmaster, Web We Weave, Jack M, Cyprex, Travis MC, Slow-Mo, Bill M, Loke, Myra Joyce, Dr. Mom, Passover Production. Remember Turtle Wax. Everybody who watches gets a Turtle Wax baton. Twirl it and polish your fingers at the same time. Okay. Bye. Thanks, Alex.